Hello, everybody. Welcome to this live. This is really special edition. My name is Daniela Barrera. I am with Denise from Foodie from Tijuana. And today, this live is going to be entirely in English. So if you are learning English, this is it's a great way to practice. So thank you so much for being here.
Thank you for asking me.
How are you? How are you today?
I'm good. The weather is pretty nice. So yeah, I'm pretty good. How about yourself?
Great. Well, yeah, the weather is hot, but
the air. There's breeze.
Yeah. Okay, so Denise is here in Tijuana. Well, you live in San Diego?
No, I live here in Tijuana.
You live here. Okay. But you cross...
I cross sometimes back and forth. I'm like a tourist over there, but I'm a native from Tijuana.
Okay, great. Awesome. Yeah. Okay, so this live is going to be about food. So if you're a foodie person, this is a live for you. So we had like a period of time where we weren't able to go to restaurants, like having time with family or something, so you had like the need to just order something and then maybe they deliver in your house.
Yeah.
So I think this is the perfect time to talk about food, restaurants, and everything in between.
Yeah, of course.
So I have questions, but if there's something that you also would like to add, so you're totally free to ask.
Yes.
To say whatever.
Yeah.
And also you over there, if you want to know something and we're forgetting to mention something, please let us know if you have any comments, questions, recommendation, anything. Okay, so let's start. I have some questions. So first I want to ask you, so you said that you're from here.
Yeah.
And I am also from Tijuana, and I want to ask you, do you enjoy Mexican food or like the combination, like the mixed flavors, like Mexican and American, or like in Baja we have this characteristic that it's like mixed flavors,
this fusion that everybody talks about? Man, I would be totally leaving my people out if I say I didn't like Mexican food. So I'm gonna stick with that. But also, I mean, it's kind of like a very difficult question to answer because I'm foodie and I like all types of food, but I totally do enjoy the mixture, the fusion of other Mexican with Greek, or Mexican with some other Mediterranean food. So it's really cool because I like the experience. You know, it is about the food and the flavors and everything. Mm-hmm. I don't really consider myself as a critic or an expert. Okay. But I do enjoy the experience and the flavors. And if you don't like it, I just don't try it anymore. But if I do, I'm totally open. Like I'm very open to try new things.
Okay, so you would say in Tijuana especially, we would find like different options, or it's Mexican food, or maybe for Americans, like they think they're going to find just Mexican food because they cross the border. Mm-hmm. So in your experience, how is it?
Well, it's very, very a variety of food. Like there are some Mexican dishes or Mexican specifically restaurants, but there's also a lot of fusion going on. Like let's say maybe Mexican or more Baja oriented, a mixture with maybe Oaxaca cuisine, or more Mexican City cuisine, or more of the South, and just like a mixture of. I totally do like seafood. That's like my thing. Yeah. So I really like seafood. The combination of, Sinaloa seafood with the Baja, or just the Sinaloa seafood type of style. So there's like a variety, but I guess those are like more of my favorites, like seafood kind of mixture of. So yeah.
So you think like here you can find...
Yeah, it's a world. Maybe Tijuana is kind of small in a way of a city, but there's so many restaurants, so many. I've been living here for all my life, and I still haven't visited every single one of them. So
still like they're still opening more and more places.
A lot of new ones. So I'm pretty excited because there's a lot of new places to visit. But also like I haven't visited them all, and it's kind of like I'm a tourist also. I feel like going and visiting for the very first time. So yeah, there's tons of places to eat over here.
And how often do you go and taste something new? Like every weekend, or is it every 3 days?
Well, it depends. If, let's say, like a new restaurant's opening, I'll definitely go and try that out. I just want to try it, at least for the first time. If I don't like it, well, I won't go back. But I'm not picky eater.
Okay.
You know,
but you never give a second chance.
I try to. I really do try to. But you know, the food and also the experience and the service does really influence myself, because I also see it from somebody else's perspective. And say a tourist comes in here and maybe the food is so good but the service sucks, and maybe that is like a killer mode. So I take in consideration a lot of things, but it just depends. If I'm in the mood, I usually eat out. That's like more my preference. I do cook, but
that was one of my questions. Like, do you try like new flavors, like in your kitchen, or like that you try like cooking? But
I do try cooking, and I do cook, but it's mostly Mexican food. I leave that to the experts and the chefs, and if they're trying new things, I'm totally there to just try it out. Yeah.
Okay, and for how long have you been like going and trying and documenting, like everything, like the experience?
I want to say 2 years.
Wow.
3, like officially. Yeah, I think 2 years now. It's been the best 2 years.
And still new places to go and eat. Okay, so the next question is, why were you so interested like in food in the first place?
Because I've always liked food.
Okay.
But it's just funny because for me, I just always had this interest in not just the food but the experience. Like, ooh, what kind of flavors are they using? Like, ooh, toppings they knew, or just making better a traditional style, you know, dish. But I've just always been that way. But also just seeing other people, how happy they are when they taste something. I get so much fulfillment when I see them, like, ooh, especially if they're not from here, and it's like, ooh, my God, this is so good. So, I don't know, it's just been always in me. I like food. Everybody likes food, right?
Not everybody. Like, it's so weird to me, like, I'm not so interested on tasting like that one. It's like, oh my God, how?
I know.
Well, like, to me, I would like drop like almost beef or chicken, but seafood I just can't.
Yeah, it's like the best thing ever.
And Tijuana has like
a lot of variety. So yeah, you won't go wrong with seafood.
Nope, never. I think I haven't eaten anything that I don't like
here?
So far.
Oh, okay.
So far, like in talking about seafood.
Yeah.
Yeah, and here I guess.
Yeah.
I learned how to cook seafood because I really like it. If I really like it, I have to cook.
Yeah, and they're coming like with a lot of there's more fruit in seafood now, like I've been noticing, and other types of just sauces, and it's expanding a lot when it comes to seafood. So that makes me pretty excited because I want to try them out.
Okay, and why did you start Foodie from Tijuana or TJ?
Well, I started Foodie from TJ because I started hiking and food. So that was initially how I started my blog. And then just all of a sudden, I was like, wait, but I can't keep going with two things at the same time. I love food more than hiking. Okay. So I like hiking, but I like more food. And I just decided to go to that route. And why in English, since I'm from Tijuana? Because everybody keeps asking this question, and it's okay and it's legit. And I know that I'm going to get asked this question for so long. But the reason I'm doing it in English is because there's this specific targeted of people that, tourists specifically, that come over here, and it's always the same places. Like, the same places maybe people recommend, and it's okay, but it's like there's so much places in Tijuana to go and visit and eat that they don't know they exist. They just go by, I guess, the word of mouth from, your neighbor or whatever.
Uh-huh.
And I did it in English because I just saw this need for people that I didn't see in social media, somebody guiding them, I guess, in English. And my friends kind of actually pointed out, like, why don't you actually put together, like, your English? Just put it in your blog. Like, why don't you just talk in English?
Okay.
Since they were pushing me so much to, like, either teach classes or do something educational, I was like, I'm just not feeling it. And so when they said, why don't you just do your blog in English, and you're a native from Tijuana, you're going to be helping out a lot of people from other countries, not just our neighbors from the U.S. So I'm like, okay, that seems like a pretty good idea. And also I have friends that are from the U.S., and specifically from San Diego. They're always like, hey, can you tell me, like, where to eat? Like, I don't want to go to the same place, and the spots. And I just said, well, I mean, yeah, let's just do it in English and help our neighbors and other people from other countries. And since English seems to be the universal now language, so why not? I mean, that's why I did it.
And have you organized, like, tour, like, I don't know, visiting places to eat? I don't know, it sounds weird, but there's like taco tour, things like that. And have you organized something like that, or have you thought about it?
I've done some, but I've done with my friends. It's not more like lucrative. I've had people reach out on my DMs and say, hey, do you do tours?
Exactly.
It's like, well, I would want to. It's just I have a day job, so it's kind of like interfere sometimes with maybe the schedules that people are asking to do the tours. So but I have done the vineyards tours with friends and friends of friends, and some places here in Tijuana. I haven't done it as regularly as I would like to because of the schedule thing, and even more now, like, how can I do the tours? But it's some people have actually asked for that. Soon, I hope, when everything is better off.
I guess.
Yeah.
And how do you feel now that, well, at least here in Tijuana, some places are reopening? So how is it for you now?
It's a little...
Because it's been just the last 2 weeks or so.
Yeah, 2-3 weeks, like, slowly. Not all of the establishments have opened. Some of them, and the majority that are open only can have 30% occupied of people just being there dining inside. It's still a little scary because I get paranoia. I'm not gonna lie. It's like, oh my god, mask and everything. But still, I do see people just just tired of being inside their house, and I get it. But there's also a lot of restaurants that are taking the necessary precautions to be safe and to protect, the clients. So, yeah, it's slowly, little by little, it's kind of getting normal, but I guess this is going to be the new normal for a while.
Like just 30%?
Just 30%.
Oh, my God. So it's going to take longer to eat in a place?
Yeah, and I've visited 2-3 places now, and I've dined in there, and it's still like a little bit weird, but you can totally see like the distance and people just being separated and being very careful. So it's just based on my experience. I've seen restaurants really stepping up to what's happening right now.
And how does it feel to be in this new environment?
It sucks.
Oh.
It sucks a lot. It's because I like the experience. It's just, I feel like it's taking away from maybe what somebody that's visiting for the very first time, that's expecting this experience, and oh my god, here comes COVID, and it's not really like, it's very different when a restaurant is not that filled, and you keep like hearing, everybody enjoying their food and the clicking of the glasses and everything. Like, I enjoy when a restaurant is totally full. That's when like, oh my god, it's just having other people just there. It for me is like, I feel, the whole experience. But now it's just like very few people. I mean, I don't know. It's just weird for me because I'm so used to something else. So, but yeah, I mean, I have to get used to it.
Interesting. I would say like it's more like it's better because it's just 30%. Like people would serve you like well or even better because they have just few customers.
Yeah.
So I guess it's so different than I thought.
Yeah, it's just that for me, I like to connect with people a lot.
Okay.
So the fact that there's like other people around, and sometimes I can be a little chatty. I don't know, I'm going very chatty right now, but I can be chatty, and I actually like to like get to know other people and their experience. And sometimes they'll like see what I'm eating. It's like, oh, is that good? I just like interacting with new people. So it's kind of weird now, but yeah.
Okay. I think I would, in my personal opinion, I would enjoy like restaurants with less people.
Yeah, and that's like like a lot of people have their own, preference. Just for me, it's kind of like, oh man, like now it's just me or somebody else. But I guess like there's some people that are like, okay, yeah, the less people, the better. Like, and I understand that. So just everybody has their own like preference.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I guess it would be like that. I don't know. I do prefer like places not so crowded.
Yeah.
I don't know. Okay. Talking about this, how would you describe Tijuana in 3 words?
Oh man, that is so tough. Because if I don't say the right words, my people are gonna kill me.
No, it's based. Everything is based on her experience. So don't
Please don't kill me. I would just say, man, it's just from my perspective is very diverse. I guess would be the first one. Oh my god, you put me on the spot. The second one, I guess it would be diverse, just happy. I would think that, and also like more people are so, the hospitality. Mm-hmm. People are just so interested of you being okay, like, oh my god, are you
caring?
Caring, more caring. I think I would say those three ones, because it's just by living here for so long. Every city has their own thing, but I would just say Tijuana, the people from Tijuana really embrace other cultures and other people from other countries and everything. So I've never seen anything negative. For me, I see Tijuana like it's this really cool place to visit.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, I know we talked about this like early today in class. Like reputation, it's really important, and sometimes it's a negative thing. But I think Tijuana, I do agree, like has diversity. Like we embrace and then we help other people to settle here, establish here in Tijuana. I don't know, because I think it's because it's close from the border, and we have like this thing of being like in the other side, so we kind of called el otro lado. Yeah, like it's the other side, literally. We don't call like it's not another country. Yeah, it's part of Tijuana. So I know that some people think like, yeah, Tijuana is San Diego's backyard. Like it's not. It's totally different. Yeah. And people say like, yeah, the prettiest thing about Tijuana is San Diego. Well, they're different cities. Yeah. So Tijuana has really like its thing. Yeah. And it's also, I feel like we live in a very cool place because it's so bicultural. Mm-hmm. So like the fact that a lot of people, and like me and my generation, like I grew up watching American TV. And a lot of people are like, what? Like, yes, I live in Tijuana, but I really did grow up watching cartoons,
American TV
exposed like in the radio, well, also movies around the world, but here in Tijuana it's like you're just driving and everything is in English.
And it's so, and I love it because it's so bicultural. Also a lot of people learn English kind of like I did, like through the TV. Like I didn't go to classes or anything. I just sat there watching Sesame Street and I learned my English like that. So there's a lot of people that can relate that are in my generation that somebody just put us on the TV and we just started watching TV, and that's how we learned and American culture. So I guess, we have this mixture of, culture from over there and culture from over here, and it's just comfortable. That's the word that I would say. I'm very comfortable with both, sides of the city, Tijuana and San Diego.
a lot of people think like we are almost bilingual, like old people, just because we live in the border.
Yeah.
But we don't.
I know.
Not all people speak English, but not all people is bilingual. So it's like, it's okay.
Yeah.
We kind of try to help you, even if we don't speak
I know.
your language.
And that's the cool thing. Even if they don't speak English, people try you with signals or whatever with your hands. Like, we try to help you out. So that's the cool thing about, living in Tijuana. Yeah.
Yes. Welcome. So if you
Welcome
want to
to
visit, you can just tell us. So far it's been great. I'm not quite sure, like, if you have questions or comments or things specifically that you would like to know, but I do have more questions.
Yeah,
okay,
it's fine.
So there's something maybe you know, maybe you don't know. Tijuana is in Baja California in Mexico. Okay, so the famous Baja tacos are from here. Well, some from Ensenada, but I think Tijuana has the best tacos ever. I think the rest of the country maybe is going to kill me because I am saying that Tijuana has the best tacos. Yes, I do believe it. I do believe it because we do add guacamole to our tacos.
Yeah, for sure.
There's something that the rest of the country, I'm so sorry, they don't have. I don't know why. You should try one. So you already said that you love seafood, but talking about Baja tacos, like, what are your
preference?
Yes.
Whew. Man, there's so many tacos, but I guess the ones that just come to my mind because and it's seafood tacos, but I'm gonna change this up. I have so many tacos in my head, but I think I just a specific like place or just like how the taco,
first,
what the
taco
has.
Version, and then places for tacos.
Okay, so I guess the version would be like the old classic first, like carne asada taco.
Okay,
you know, that's like a must-have if you're coming here. Even if you don't like that much meat, I'm very I embrace always to just try it out, and if you don't like it, just don't have it anymore. But at least you can say you had a real carne asada taco. So that would be the first one.
Yes.
The second one, you guys have to try adobada. Like, even if it's mixed with asada taco, like the best adobada taco.
Or al pastor if you're from the rest of the country.
The rest of the country.
Yeah, because maybe you may think like, what? Al pastor and adobada?
What are you talking about?
Which one is which one? So, no, it's basically the same, okay?
Yeah. I just, over here we use more the term adobada taco.
Yes.
I guess the second one, and because I always tried asada and then birria. My favorite is birria.
Would be then your top 3?
Yes.
Okay.
I can eat birria morning, afternoon, night. I don't care. It's just like, I just like feeling, because birria, you kind of have it in the morning. Like, if you have a hangover, birria does do the trick.
Those are the morning tacos.
Yes. And so the feeling of getting a birria taco in the morning or at night is like, oh my God, it's just so comfortable having a birria taco. But that, I guess, would be my top 3. Like the more classic ones. I do like cabeza tacos. So
it's not for everybody.
Yeah, it's for the explorer one, the adventurer one that wants to really, test around more flavors. Cabeza taco is really good.
It's a little bit greasy, and that's why it's not for everybody.
And the consistency is not as like how you would expect it, but at the end of the day, is really good. So if you're an adventurer, you can totally try cabeza tacos. Yes. That would be, I kind of slid one more, like a 4-1, but that's usually the ones that I have. It depends on the place that I go to.
Mm-hmm. And I'm not sure if you are familiar with this. Maybe you do, of course, more than I do. But near my house, there's a taco stand. Morning, same spot. Morning is birria taco.
Yeah.
After 3, 4, same spot. Asada and adobada. It's like, it's magical. It's like the
all day tacos. Yes, that's like the best thing. The best, especially I can assume that it's like the same family that's doing the same in the mornings and
it's
in the
not,
evening.
But
oh, okay. Still doesn't matter. Tacos all day, every day. Yeah. That's totally, I can totally relate. Yeah.
Yes. Super good. Yeah. I think, yeah, that would be, my top 3, I think, would be
The same ones. Because we're talking about tacos, like traditional tacos. There's, if we want to put now tacos, like seafood tacos, there is camarón enchilado taco.
Yeah, because we do have here in Tijuana, like, winners, like, awards.
Yes.
Yeah, right? Yeah, I know that.
Yeah, it's like camarón enchilado is like the best. Pulpo taco is my favorite. I like pulpo. Chicharrón de pulpo. We're getting into like a whole other like seafood type of, because I love
Very
food.
specific. We said it's going to be foodie from TJ.
It's just so many tacos, yo. So many tacos. But I guess when it comes to like traditional ones, it would be those 4.
Yes.
I slid one in. But yeah, that would be like the traditional ones. They're also like el gobernador type of taco, you know. Arrachera taco is very good. And you usually get that in like the places where they sell like a lot of steak.
Okay.
There, and the seafood thing, like the camarón enchilado, the pulpo, I just love those two. Like, I can't get enough of those two.
Okay, there are places, like, stand and restaurants.
Yeah.
Serving tacos. So, would you say tacos are better, like, in stand, like, taco stand, or at the restaurant?
I gotta go with stand. Like,
okay.
You have to eat a taco at least once standing. Yeah, you gotta do the traditional thing at least once, right? And, I mean, if you're in a restaurant and they serve tacos and you're in the mood, I guess go with tacos. But for me, it's like just the experience. Just eat a taco standing. It's just, you are in, your home when you're eating a taco
like you
standing.
said, like, it's the experience, right? Like, you're in the taco land, so in Mexico, so you should try like some.
Also, I like to really engage with the taquero. I don't know why.
Yeah, there's something that you have to know. Like, people that I meet, foreign people, they say, oh my God, it's really hard to get a taco, like, in a stand, because I don't know, like, you really have to make eye contact, and they have to speak loud, and I'm like, I get you. I'm a shy person sometimes when I ask for tacos. I get you.
Yeah.
So that's something that you have to know. Like, you have to just...
I don't care.
Yell
even if you don't know Spanish, like, if you say asada, adobada, it's like, if you just say 2, 3, 4, whatever, it's like, they got you, and they'll start doing it for you, but... don't be shy. Like, if you don't interact with the taquero, you'll probably be just there standing waiting.
Yes.
And also, like, sometimes you'll do report, talk back and forth with the taquero. This has happened to me a lot. Yes. And it's like, it just depends also on the place you go to. But usually when the taquero is like, oh, I like you, they'll probably like slid in some more food there. I was like, oh, here's some carne. Oh, here's another taco in the house. Like, yes, right? So this is my advice. Do your report with the taquero, and maybe they can slide in something else. Like, and also it's like the connection with them. It's like, they're very friendly.
Yes,
so
most of them, yes.
all they want is
friendly.
for you to try their food. Like, taco is life.
Taco is life. Yes, everybody.
If I can just sum it like that, summary, taco, it is life.
Of course, I know we said it was foodie, not taco live, but
sorry.
But I think we had to talk about tacos. It's really important here.
Yeah,
you have to try a lot.
A lot of them.
Yeah. Okay. It's been great. Okay, talking about the taco stand, I think my suggestion is that you try all the things that they have there. But be careful with, like, spicy, like, chiles.
Mm.
Like, I had a friend from Spain. We were ordering tacos. And, of course, they have, like, habanero and with onion. I guess, yeah. But it was, like, purple onion. Anyway.
Oh, yeah.
So they had, like, this bowl there. So she thought they were just pepper. So she just ate it.
Oh, wow.
I didn't have time. No, she didn't know it was so spicy. And I didn't have time to say, wait. And she was like crazy.
Wow. I mean, that's the risk you take if you come down here, especially if you don't know your spices. But
Yes.
I always say it's like kind of like a trial error. At least you have to try them for yourself.
But be careful if the taquero says, no,
Just
it's not
a
so
little
spicy.
bit.
Yeah, exactly.
Just a little bit. Grab
Always.
like a piece of and just put it and see if you can handle it. Because sometimes it'll be like, yeah, it's not that spicy, but we're used to spices. Not everybody is. So, yeah, I would just be very careful with that.
Super careful, because you never know. People say, no, it's not so spicy.
Yeah,
And
for us, but not for everybody. Even people that live here, they're not very, they don't like spice. So, not all of us, well, me, I do like spice, but not to the point to, like, it's burning, your mouth is burning.
No.
You have to really enjoy that
It's not enjoyable. It's not even enjoyable, that. No.
Yeah, I totally get it. I'm sorry for your friend. I hope she comes back.
I was shocked. I was like, oh my God. But it's okay.
Hope you come back.
She learned.
Always ask. Yeah.
Yeah, always ask. If you don't speak Spanish, well, so sorry. You just say Chile. That's it. You're safe.
Yeah, you're safe.
You're safe.
If you don't want to risk it, don't even touch it. Yeah.
Yeah, okay. I do have more topics. Like, I would like to talk about, I don't know, like, much about craft beer, but we can talk about that.
Okay.
And also, like, coffee shops, coffee places, because there's so different options here.
I know.
With different, like, everything, like, prices, and also, like, if it's good enough or not good enough. Like, we have so many different. And the pricing as well, because I think that's something interesting to talk about.
Yeah.
Because you go to some restaurants and maybe the prices are so expensive because, I don't know, just things in your experience, like the cheaps or like the most expensive. I don't know. So let's continue with the craft beer.
Okay. I'm not an expert, but I'll try.
Okay.
Hope they don't kill me.
No. Like, do you have like favorite places to just taste craft beer? Do you like it or you just don't? You just don't do it? And
I do like it. It's obviously going to be a little bit higher, the price, because it's craft beer and it's just like kind of custom based on different flavors and depending, the types of. I'm more of a stout girl, amber, more sour type.
Okay.
But there is a lot. You can't go wrong with Insurgente. Like, it's like everybody knows it over here, and even in San Diego, I think, like, there's some places that they sell it. I guess
more expensive.
It's more expensive for
Like,
sure. For sure.
2 times?
From the regular beer? I guess so, but it's worth it.
Okay.
It's worth it because especially like just the flavors and the type of, if you like IPA or if you like stout or, like I said, like more darker or more clear beer, it's just depending. But yeah, it's definitely a little bit expensive, and it also depends on the brand. If it's a very, very popular brand, you'll usually go. But I mean, you can't go wrong. And if it's expensive, it's probably worth it, because I've tried beers and it's like, oh my god, this is kind of like for sure expensive. Like, but as soon as you try it, it's like, oh my god, yes. This is worth it.
I know why it is expensive.
Yeah. So over here in TJ, they have so many places now. Everybody's kind of like.
Do you have like a top 3, not just for craft beer, but in bars in general? I know it's not foodie, but
yeah. I mean, I used to go a lot to BCB. Like, that was like when I first started, I want to say like 5 years ago. Well, I'm not going to say I've always drank, but after my 18, after I turned 18, but I started exploring. But I think BCB has been open for a while now. And that's the place that I kind of discovered, like, ooh, look at all this beer, like, from all around the world. So that was, I guess, like, my first introduction to craft beer.
Okay.
So I want to say, like, more 5-6 years ago, around that time. And then it would be Insurgente. Insurgente is very popular over here. And that's the one that I usually go to.
Okay.
Chocovesa is kind of like my favorite. My favorite one. The darker, the better for me.
Yeah,
And
me too.
the higher the alcohol, also I like it when
higher.
it's like high. I don't know why. It's just I like it. I just like it. And I think the other one I really like Psycho Border. They're in
strong.
It's very strong, but it's kind of one of my favorites. Like I really like that beer. There's this brewery that's kind of, I want to say, popular because they're coming up with a lot of flavors. And this is not promotion or anything, because the people that have been following me on my social media have seen that I've been posting a lot, but they come out with a lot of different flavors, and I'm a person that is very intrigued. I'm like, ooh, chocorrol.
Let's try the new one.
Yeah, I'm gonna try it. Like they have like Lucky Charms one. Like, ooh, wanna try it? Like
what?
Yeah, they have like so many flavors, and it's just bubulubu. They have you haven't heard it's Sci Hop. That's the name of the brewery. I'm not doing any promotion or anything. Okay. But they come up with so many flavors. So if you're really into like, they did like a whole series of chocolate. So they have like, I think they have a Hershey one. They have a chocorol one. They had the s'more one, the tiramisu one. Like they came out with a bunch, and they came out with them when when everything closed.
Oh no!
And I was like, oh my god! But they have home delivery.
Smart.
So that's why I knew about them.
Okay.
Because they started coming up with so many flavors. So if you're into like candy and sugary, but also like other stuff, they come up with like very like more diverse ones. But if you're sticking with the traditional ones, I mean, there's a whole lot here.
Okay.
I prefer to go to places like breweries where they have a lot of them, so you can kind of pick and choose instead of just going to like the brewery specifically who handles like, let's say, for Insurgentes, So, but those places I would totally recommend to go first, and then if you're looking for something in particular, you can probably find it over here.
Okay, so would you, when you drink like this interesting beers, do you usually eat with the drink?
Depends. I really don't. I like to enjoy the beer by itself.
Exactly. Yeah.
Like I don't like to mix it.
That depends on the beer.
Yeah.
Okay.
But also, if I don't have a choice and food is there, I'm gonna eat it. I'm gonna eat it for sure. And I can't waste beer, so I'm gonna have both. But my preference is just like sitting at home, drinking my craft beer, and just maybe nibble on some, botana, something like, but specifically I just drink it by myself, like just nothing.
Okay. That's really important, because some people, like, I do enjoy, like, for example, seafood with a beer, so I do have to have that.
It's just depends. Like, if you know a beer and you know that may go well with a seafood, it doesn't really, you can go ahead and do it. But if maybe a certain beer kind of like is very strong, and if you're eating, the food is not gonna come like out the same, you're not gonna taste it as the same thing. So I'd rather just like I'll go with regular beer. Like I won't go with craft beer. Craft beer, I feel like there's a craft to it, and you should enjoy it, by yourself or by itself, or maybe mix. Some people mix it with other,
But just like snacks, nothing like.
Yeah, nothing really intense. There's certain beers that come to mind, but because I'm so used to them. But if you're just drinking craft beer for the very first time, I would just recommend just try it out by itself, maybe some little like something just to munch.
Okay.
But don't overpopulate, like, oh my god, I have so many food and let me go get craft beer. Like, no, instead just grab, like, I guess that's my recommendation. Like, again, I'm not an expert, but I usually go with normal beer if I have food, and I will enjoy craft beer like afterwards
by itself. Okay, great. Okay, go back to the food.
Yeah,
we talked just about tacos, I know.
Yeah.
But what are like your top not restaurants. I wouldn't say.
I'm dreading this question.
Okay, let's avoid naming like restaurants. Maybe like type of food, because we can find like different options, like Thai and Italian, and I mean, we have so many options in Tijuana. So the kind of food that you would say like those are your favorite in Tijuana.
Oof,
After getting you in trouble mentioning like restaurants, so that's fine.
Yeah.
So just type of food.
My type of food, I'm gonna go with. I like aguachile a lot. I love it a lot. So there's a lot of places that do aguachile.
Yeah.
Especially and the reason I go with aguachile is because I guess because of my mood right now, because it's kind of hot.
Because it's hot.
But I know my mood is gonna change maybe in 3 months. It's gonna cold, but I like aguachile. But I think the one that I usually go with, and it's like my favorite one, I would have to say, and I am going to name the restaurant because I love it, and it's usually the place that I recommend if somebody is coming down here and they want like a seafood taco that is very like manchoso, like very like big, and it's just like I do masateño.
Oh yeah,
it's like
yeah.
If you visit Tijuana, you have to visit Mazateño. And I know there's a lot of taco places, taco stands, and I love you guys, but I guess that one I grew up with Mazateño, like, and I remember having sometimes like 5 tacos because they're pretty big.
They're pretty big.
Now I only have 2 because they're very stuffed. But I guess with the traditional camarón enchilado.
Did they have an award like octopus? Like I don't know. I think I saw something.
I really don't remember.
Like,
but I wouldn't be surprised because they have just like, and they open now like a lot of different locations. But I guess the one that I would told, and I like going there, and it's close to where I live. It's the one in Tecnológico.
Oh yeah.
And the one near, and that's where you stand and you eat your taco. And you get your consomme, and that I guess that would be like my first.
It's like
pick.
15 minutes away from the border.
Yeah,
you would say?
yeah,
around right.
Yeah, either way, like from the Otay border of the San Isidro border.
I think both.
It would be like around 15 minutes or 20 minutes.
Mazateño with Z.
Yes, Mazateño, guys.
Mazateño.
You have to go there. Like
yeah, it's good. Like tacos and yeah, I think all of them.
Because they serve seafood, but the thing that they're known for is their mazateño, their camarón enchilado taco, like their shrimp, spicy shrimp.
Gigantic tostadas.
Yes, they have a lot.
They're huge.
Yeah,
but it's not a promotion. We just really like it.
And it's kind of like it's a classic. It's a classic in Tijuana. It's like mazateño. Who doesn't know mazateño? But there are other places. But I think my recommendation would be like their mazateño is bomb. Yeah.
Okay, this is the first one.
Yeah. Oh my god, I know we're going on.
Left.
I think it would be. Oh my god, people are gonna kill me. But what maybe, and I always get this disclaimer: what I like, you may not like.
Exactly.
And vice versa. So a lot of people go around saying, oh, the 5 best tacos in Tijuana, and I'll read the list and it's like, no, I like this better if you like switch it up. So it's just like basic preference everybody has. But I like going, and maybe people are gonna say, ugh, but it's just my favorite, and I like the taquero there. They always like treat you very good. But I always recommend this place for people that want to explore even more Tijuana. Okay. They don't want to go to like the same location or the nearby.
Okay.
I always take my friends to Las Ahumaderas. To that street where there's like a lot of taco places. But I always
it's
go.
Very popular.
Yes, it is. This is kind of like where people do their taco tours, because it's like 5 or 6 taco stands, and you can start the first one, eat your way through all of them. So if you have like
one taco in each one,
2 or 3 tacos in each stand, like there's people that do that, and that's kind of like the point of doing a taco tour in that street. So it's a street where there's half a street of
the taco
tacos.
streets.
But there's one in the very corner I think it's called El Poblanito, Los Poblanitos. Poblanos. I think it's called like that. I think they changed their name, but at the very corner, and I like it there because when you're eating, they usually just give you like, here, carne asada, or here, kind of like to make you. Also, I think it's strategical because trying to make you stay and eat more. But they're so friendly. The tacos are so good, and I always take my daughter there because she likes tacos a lot, also. And I take my friends there. They're always like, I think, oh my God, what's this name, chef? And I'm kind of blacking out. Anthony Bourdain actually went there, and it was like, yeah, his like photo is right there. But that's like, I guess, my favorite place to go. And this third one would actually be, and I don't think a lot of people know this place, but it's called Los Poblanitos Junior, and it's in Avenida Insurgentes. And no lie, they have, for me, the best tacos.
Oh, I have to go then.
For me. Because I can name El Frank, I can name a lot of places.
Those are popular.
Yeah, and they're good. It's just the ones that I go more for are those places that for me.
Yes.
For me.
Okay.
Don't kill me, but it's for me.
Yes, that's why I asked her. I'm not getting in trouble. Like,
that's not fair. But yeah, you should definitely go though. Those ones in Instagram,
yes.
They're very good. Yeah.
I should try. So yeah, you should try. Well, if you are from the US, the last one would be like far, I guess.
A little bit. I guess it would be more into Tijuana. But if you don't want to go there because you want to get lost, you should probably go to Frank's because it's a popular place and they've been in this series of Netflix. I think, didn't you see them? They were there. Taco something. They, oh my God, I'm blank right now, but they have this special on Netflix about tacos. I forget the title, but they actually
look it up.
They're in there. So Tacos and Frank is in there, and it's really good. It's kind of like the one place you go if you're in Zona Rio or in Plaza del Zapato, and you leave the antro, you leave the bars at 2 a.m, you kind of want to get some tacos, you go to Frank's. So, because it's closer.
I think that's the cool thing about Taco Stand. I'm so sorry that I'm coming back to Taco Stand.
It's fine.
But tacos are like some of them are 24 hours.
Yeah.
And some of them are up to 3 a.m., 4 a.m. I don't know. So
yeah, until there are no more tacos.
Thing about Tijuana. Well, in general, Mexico, I guess.
Yeah.
Right? Yeah. Yes. Okay.
And we just got into like normal tacos because there's all types of tacos that you can have. So
yeah. Okay, we didn't talk about options for dessert.
Oh, my favorite.
We do have really good brands and really like independent chefs from here.
Mm-hmm.
But maybe let's just focus on coffee places that like they serve like both, that you have the best of both worlds.
Yeah, for sure. My favorite place, and I think it's been open for a while, since I can remember, Dulce Salato.
Dulce, yeah.
It's like my favorite.
Like it.
My favorite. It's very nice. The people are nice. The desserts are so good. The coffees are just on point. Avellana one, the hazelnut one is my favorite.
The classics.
Yeah, it's my favorite. And all the desserts. Like, I am not picky. I don't discriminate. I do all desserts. But yeah, that place definitely like very close to my heart.
Yes, I do like. I think they started just with desserts, and then they opened like
food, more food. I haven't tasted the food. I'm very intrigued.
It's good.
But I only go for the desserts.
Yeah, I do like it.
Yeah.
Yes.
What is like the favorite one? Because I've seen sandwiches and salads, but I haven't seen like more.
I do ask for like a combo, so you can have like cream and like a sandwich and what else? Like a small salad.
Mm-hmm.
So it comes with like a beverage, like lemonade or something. After that, you ask for something.
For more dessert.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do like it. It's been a while that I don't go.
You haven't gone there?
No.
I think they just opened. I think so.
Yes.
Yeah.
Like most of restaurants. So, yeah, now it's time to come.
To go again.
Again.
Of course. I think the second one would have to be, it's very close to my heart because and I'm not doing promotion. I just really like it. Café de la Flor is for me.
I used to go a lot.
Yeah.
But just to eat.
To eat. No dessert.
No dessert.
I like their desserts. I like their famous apple date cake. I really like that one. Their cakes are good. I just like their cakes and
They're really popular.
Crepas, like their crepas are really good with some coffee, café de la olla. They do a lot.
Mm-hmm.
But if I want like dessert after, I would definitely go to Café de la Flor.
Okay.
And another one. Oh God. There's so many new ones.
Or
right
maybe
now.
just coffees, not having
desserts.
Dessert option, but like oh my God, I am a coffee lover. So I think
Yeah, coffee lover.
So it really doesn't matter if I don't get dessert. Like coffee, it's like the perfect dessert.
You know, there is not a place specifically that I'm like, I gotta go here. Well, kind of like coffee shop that right now are popping up. I'm more a traditional one, so I really, and it's very commercial, and you're gonna say, "Oh my God, Denise,"
No.
but
No.
I like the volada. Like for me, the creamier, especially a Thai or a dirty chai latte. It's from there is kind of like my go-to from the volada. I don't know. It's just their flavor is kind of like it always tastes the same.
Yes,
and I like their chai.
it's a big brand. Yeah.
So and it's kind of like I think it's Baja California or just Tijuana. Kind of like
I think it
chain.
is from just from here.
So I really do like their coffee a lot. But other places like because there's so many, man, like I'm sorry, there's a lot of restaurants and there's a lot of also coffee shops opening, but man, I just couldn't pick it. There's just so many. What is your favorite one?
Coffee?
Yeah. Coffee shop.
I do have like top one, like two.
Which one?
Das Cortez.
Oh yeah. Yeah, and that little affogato.
I ate
they
so
do-
much of that.
yeah.
That now I can't eat more.
Yeah.
Really. Like it's ice cream, vanilla ice cream, and then on top you have like the shot, espresso shot, and then
I
you
go for
have
that.
beans.
I go
like
for that.
Coffee beans.
I go there for
I
that.
ate so much. I can't eat coffee beans anymore. Like,
Why?
because I ate a lot.
Oh.
So I ate so much that now I can't. I have tried.
I only go for that.
Nope.
Because it's really good.
But in general, like the coffee is really, really good.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's
And
pretty good.
sospeso.
Oh, I've never had like prepared coffee that they do there.
Mm-hmm.
I only go and buy like the coffee. So I make that
Yes.
coffee at my house. But I do know that they have like coffee, like a coffee shop. They do lattes and everything there.
Uh-huh.
But I only go and buy the one that I like is Phoenix. The Phoenix one or the I think it's Panteon one. It has like the Calavera one. I don't remember the name of it, but I only go for those two. But I've heard that the coffees they prepare it there, they're pretty good.
Yeah, they are. They're really good. I think, yeah, sospeso is more like they sell coffee you want to take home, like beans as well.
Yeah.
But Das Cortez is more like for like coffee, just your cup of coffee.
Yeah. Yeah, I usually go for Das Cortez for that ice cream, coffee, beans. I love it. I just
I
love
forgot
it.
this called. Yeah,
Yeah.
It's good. I don't eat it anymore. It's that good that I can't eat it anymore.
Yeah. And yeah, I really, like I said, I love coffee, but I don't have a specific coffee. As long as I like it, as long as they have chai or a dirty chai, like I'm good. Like I don't really need more in my coffee. Yeah.
Chai, yeah.
Especially if it's dirty chai. If it's,
I really have to have coffee. If I ordered chai, I asked for coffee.
Yeah, that's
And,
like the thing. Like, that's a dirty chai. Like you add more. So yeah, I always order a dirty chai. That's like my
Even
thing.
if I go to Starbucks, it has like, okay, I want chai, and so many different options.
You know, the new thing right now that I'm into is macchiato. I never had it before, and then I just started having it, and it's like, oh my god, it's really good.
So sweet.
But I like sweets.
It's so sweet. Yeah, if in Tijuana we do have Starbucks.
Yeah.
And it's good enough, but you have other options.
Yeah, I know.
If you want, like, to go for, like, the safe one, you can always buy Starbucks.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
But there's nothing more than just consuming local. Like, so if you're in a hurry, yeah, probably go get some Starbucks. But if you're like, oh my god, I have time.
If you have time,
yeah,
exactly.
for sure.
To explore, like,
yeah.
Actually, here in Tijuana, there's, like, we think is safe, but if something happened to you, so I'm sorry. Like, there's area here in Tijuana, close to Zona Rio. So there's like, places for tea and coffee and small restaurants. So Cacho is the place where you can find, like, different options. Like,
Yeah.
so many options. I really don't know why, but
I mean, it's considered more of a prettier side, I guess. I mean, if we're gonna be real, consider more of a little bit high end, nice side of.
yeah. And it's more expensive.
But yeah, it's more expensive.
Some places are worth it.
Yes. Not all of them. My
Exactly,
opinion.
not all of them. You can find, like, good and bad, like, around the city.
Yeah.
It really doesn't matter the area. No.
Yeah. But yeah, I guess you would say, like, they have a lot of options. I don't know why. It's just people go back to, like, the classic ones that, you know.
Sometimes we like to go back to the basic.
Yes, exactly.
Sometimes
we don't like change.
Seriously, somebody's going to kill me, but sometimes I just want to eat, like, a McDonald's hamburger.
I mean,
Sometimes just, I feel like eating this.
Yes, don't tell a chef that.
I know, but sometimes I just feel like eating that.
I know.
Just sometimes.
I know, and I get you. The fries there are my favorite. I always order fries from there. But yeah, it's a classic. Sometimes you go back, so you can't really change it as food.
All right, I think that's it for now.
Okay.
For today, because I mean, talking about food.
I'm already hungry. I'm already
We can
thinking
be
where I'm gonna
here
go.
like 3 hours talking about tacos and 3 hours talking about coffee and so on and so on.
Yeah, I'm already thinking, like, where am I gonna go and eat after this?
Yes, we are not like promoting any brand. We just sharing what we like.
Just recommending, but
Yes.
not really promoting. This is not a paid sponsor or anything. We're just talking about food and recommendations, and that's it.
I would love to have another live with you.
Of course.
Talking about, like,
course.
maybe specifically talking about, like, seafood, or I don't know, like, maybe something that you enjoy talking about. Anything about food, we're foodie, so
Yes,
it's cool.
Of course.
Great. Thank you so much.
Thank
for
you.
your time and your experience and everything.
Thank you for having me.
Thank you so much. I didn't record this, but I promise it's going to be available on YouTube soon, okay? I'm so sorry. If you're watching this on the replay, you can, like, leave your comments or asking questions. You can find her on Instagram at
Foodie from TJ.
Okay, great.
And also on Facebook, Foodie from TJ as well.
Great. So, that's it for today. Thank you so much.
Thank you guys. Thank you for having me.
Then, see you next time. All right. Bye. Okay.